Hey guys, today is June the 27th of 2013 and it's 4 p.m. Central Time. The US session recently closed and I want to go over the euro and just give you my thoughts on where I see support resistance and what it could possibly do for tomorrow. I'm short as of 30.70ish and right now it's above this angle right here. It pierced it here yesterday and it's above it. If it fails, it's probably going to go somewhere around here, which is that 29.73, or actually 29.70ish level right there. So we'll see. This is an angle. This is a chart price and time. So these are kind of angles and grids that I have here set. Let's see what else we have. Um, let's glance this chart and see what we got going on over there. I'm gonna start early since I have some time. I want to take advantage. So you can see point of control has been 30.59 and it was lost. So it looks like maybe the euro may want to test that level. Um, as you can see, let me just open this up really good so you guys can see what's going on here. These right here are forecasting. So it's kind of really chop. Uh, Forecasting that it's going lower. This would be support. This would be the pivot point control, and then this would be the resistance high for 2 days in advance. It all depends what it's going to do, um, but we'll see. Um, Man, look at all this resistance right here on the simple moving averages, and this is the daily. You got the 50 right here, you got the 100, and you got the 200 right there. It's a lot of resistance, man, when it gets up there, which would be somewhere around, and they all trending together with the Fibonacci level. So anywhere around the 3070-ish, if it doesn't blow through that resistance, it's gonna be it's gonna be just blown up by the bears. The bull's gonna have to show some momo if they want to blow up to that level. There'll be a lot of support down here. As you can see, the cloud. You got this angle right here, linear regression line. So there'll be some good support, but I'm still short. It could probably even go as high as 30.88. You got the tip of the mobile band, but we'll see. And if it gets up there and it continues going higher, I'll just get stopped out. But we'll see. Let's look at the weekly. We need to take. We actually need to take this low out right here to push and just go with momentum to push. I can see my target is for the there you go, we got the 28th candle right now. So point of control 3057. My target is on the daily, actually the weekly, the 50 simple moving average, which I'll show you right now. This is all right here. So my target will be this bad boy right there, or anywhere around here. And point of control still the same. On the weekly, it's 3061, and we're around 3035. So let's see what the dollar's going to do tomorrow, and that should determine what's going to happen. Um, let's go to the big picture and see what the indicators are saying. So I got my monthly, weekly, daily, and the 12 hour. And as you can see, if I push this up a little higher, we finally got a green candle. I can see it hitting the 100. You got the 50 all the way right here at 3163. You got the 50 Fibonacci level right there, 3105. And this like kind of bluish is the 356 simple moving averages. I have a couple I like using, and you got the 200 as resistance right now. So it's 3041, the 200. You see that it failed the 50 here, and now it's having issues with the 200, and that Fibonacci level right here is a 30.33. Interesting number right there. So that's that. So TEMA is still telling you stay short. You can see MACD divergence, or kind of price pushing higher, but Mobo still negative. You see that the 5 wants to separate itself from the looks like the 50 and the 20, so that could probably head up. It could probably pop, but the 50 and the 20 looks like they don't want nothing to do with this pop. And it's pretty choppy on Fisher, but it looks like you got all your arrows lined up pointing up. All you do is just missing the purple one, and I could probably see maybe getting a pop, but it all depends. We'll see. Same thing here. Looks like it's ready. Looks like for a pop, but then it looks like a inverted hockey stick. So I could see this thing going down, but it hasn't even tried to get up here yet from this whole range. So we'll see on that one. And the same thing with TTM shortwave. Price, pushing higher. Negative on TTM TTM squeeze. So nothing, not even a yellow bar. So momentum is still to the downside. As you can see right here, this is what I wanted to tell you. This simple moving averages, I finally figured out, that's the 356 simple moving averages, which is pretty close to the 50 on the weekly. These numbers right here, these are Tom DeMark sequential count. So normally they say when it hits 9, that's when the trend is over, but we'll see. You see resistance right here. You got the 200 up there, the 31.99. If it blows through all this, the 50s right here as resistance. You got the 500 simple moving average right here, the dotted green line. So there's a lot of resistance up there, and we'll see. My target is still that 50 on the weekly, and team on the daily is telling you stay short. Mobo is telling you to stay short, and we just had a lighter red shaded MACD going higher, so that should be interesting. CCI is chop. You finally got an arrow on the daily on the Fisher, so this could start probably building momentum to the upside. Kind of sideways chop, negative and negative, and you just got a red arrow pushing lower, so that's interesting too. Weekly, you got a red Hakanashi, negative, TEMA, negative, price pushing lower, still negative, pushing down the lower CCI. You're building up. You're missing the green and the purple, so it's kind of the same from yesterday. Still negative on MNG below the 50, and squeeze play still on the weekly, and looks like price wants to push higher. Negative on TTM shortwave, but still positive because it hasn't cracked the 0 line, and still chop on the monthly. Looks like the monthly now just turned positive on TEMA, and Mobo is positive, but price looks like on the MACD is pushing lower. The momentum. Still chop on CCI. Just negative, kind of just sideways on Fisher. Hockey stick, so it looks like maybe it could push higher and see what happens once it gets to the 50. And you got price going up with a squeeze play set up on the monthly, so that's interesting. Same thing here, kind of just sideways chop. Let's look at what Thermo is telling us. Thermo. My Thermo is on my 12-hour and on the daily. I only just use it on those two, and see what we got going on there. Well, Thermo is fully red on the 12-hour, so I'm staying short until I see TEMA give me a signal that the trend is over, and maybe Fisher here. I'll continue to stay short. This is to my side. I'm building up here, and TEMA is negative here. The only thing that concerns me is Fisher is starting to build. Change of trend short term, on the daily. But the weekly, still as a target, will be my 29.68. Once this starts looking, my 12-hour thermal starts looking like my daily thermal starts looking like my 12-hour thermal, then I'll be much even more happier, because then there's more pressure to the downside. But this is still looking good. We just need it to be fully red. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll post my thoughts tomorrow morning. Peace.